Hi, Earth sign singles. Welcome in. We're going to take a look and see what's going on around you all and all of that. It's going to be around the next 48 hours or so. So, if it's your message, then it will resonate. Otherwise, it won't. And check back at another date or check back at another video on the channel if you would like. There is no time in the spirit, although we are looking at your now whenever you are now watching the video and all of that. So if you're new, my name is Shannon. Glad to have you. A lot of times I'm looking at crime, and I don't do a lot of love readings, but I have been doing them a little bit more frequently lately. So I'm not spending a whole lot of time on this reading, just general information. So anyway, my channel normally is very intense, so if you do stay and subscribe to the channel, you just need to know that I look at crime most of the time, and so it can be very, very intense. But anyway, whatever comes out, the Most High God wants it to come out. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to take one of these for the overall energy. We have the community. You could be known in the community, or something just in your world is affected in a really big way. The community could be your job. It could be your family. Could be organizations involved in whatever's fixing to come out. But the Most High is bringing out the community is out here. So there are legal matters coming out around the earth energy. All right, YHVH Elohim, come on in here and just begin to speak. And we just invite your presence of truth to come out. This one wants to come out. Something around a death issue is here. Okay? Or if that's just energetic things being over, then it is. I mean, there's a legal issue out here, so whatever that means for you. For some people, that's a literal death, though, as well. You always know what to say. Thank you. And somebody is greedy for gain only in the connection, okay? And for some people, if that's like, I'm out of this situation, then fine. If somebody's greedy and you've been stolen from within some, situation around your connection here, then fine. Or you just need to know somebody you're with is greedy. Somebody is, I guess, showing that way. Says that I locked the door of my heart and threw that key away, and you found it and unlocked it, and I'm surprised and I don't even know what to say. All right, so not all these words are going to go for everybody. It's a collective reading. You're going to have to take the words that are hitting your spirit and set with it. If there has been somebody that is around a connection that is greedy for gain only, then I'm sure that you have some type of feeling around that person sometimes, and maybe you just can't put your finger on what in the world, or you're just bypassing the energy. That's something not to mess with. Greed has a root of evil to it. Okay, maybe you're dating somebody who's known by a lot of people. I don't know what the community represents for you, or you're known, or it's going to affect your family with this person, or that's you that way. I don't know. But anyway, there are legal matters for other people out here. Some people have beautiful energies with these two cards. Okay, with I locked the door of my heart. You found the key. I don't even know what to say. You always know what to say to me. Then that's great. So this is the situation, these 4 cards, and then I'm going to take about 4 cards for you all for the suggestion of what the Most High God wants you to do. So you will help me to interpret what I need to for earth energy. We have the 9 of Wands coming out here. The Hangman, well, there are legal issues. The Hangman can be a jail card, but it's making reference to locks and keys over here, and this picture shows locks all over somebody, and obviously there's chains and stuff, and somebody just like locked something down, stayed there, and somebody's found somebody out here, I guess so. The King of Wands is coming out, or you could be showing up like the King of Wands, or this person could be just greedy for gain and just very charismatic around something as well. He's also somebody in the deck that represents somebody who could be known in the public somewhere as well. And then we have the Strength card coming out here. So somebody does need some strength, and you know, this is about protection when the strength card comes out in the Hebraic language. Obviously, if there's something around a death issue and you deal with a hothead and there are legal matters out here around a connection for you singles, then something's very much oppressive and stormy with that energy. Okay? Your suggestion is the Tower. Well, you may need to make something known here. The Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, making a decision to make a tower come down. And at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, okay? And this is about being receptive to something. So your suggestion is to quit being conflicted, because somebody is in there, they're stuck here at a crossroad here. I'm conflicted here. And for the Tower to come out, this is like having a breakup and breaking something apart, letting something to be known somewhere. If there's a death issue, like literally, and somebody's going to go to prison for that type of energy, because in the Hebraic language, and if you're brand new, I read so much different than a lot of readers, so you're just going to learn me. This card in the Hebraic language represents a walled place for protection, but it also can represent births and deaths, okay? And there is a death issue around something legal out here, and there's an eyewitness. Then the letter Ein is the eyeball for the Tower, and somebody's conflicted about what they know. Somebody's got something that went down here with money situations, or just being greedy for the gain of something. Somebody knows that information about whatever that was for the legal matter situations. You're being suggested to make a choice and make a decision to break something apart here, make something be known, because you dealing with somebody who's dealing with a death matter. They're jail worthy then. Those of you who are in this energy of you don't even know what to say because you did lock your heart and it's safe for you to love, and somebody found that key. You're also being shown to break something apart, but the truth sets you free in something. Be receptive to this. Obviously, you are receptive. I mean, somebody's got this surprise on the inside of their heart that they are receptive. And your suggestion is to make the decision to just let the person, if you haven't had that conversation, to let that person know about whatever that is for you. All right. This is what's coming out around you all. Let me take a rune. Give me just a second here. So this is interesting. Let me just stop real quick, because today on the channel I did some short videos. I don't know why they're not appearing in the shorts section. They're just showing up on the videos section of the YouTube channel. But anyway, in the Taurus energy reading, which is Earth, the word that came out is bore through with pain and kill. That's what this word is that's out here in the Hebraic language. It represents to bore a hole, a pain, okay, to perforate through. Somebody's been killed out here. That's a murder. And I had manslaughter that also came out today on the channel. Somebody does need to go to jail. They're guilty for something. And somebody's sitting here with knowledge in the secret, because the Two of Swords can represent, I'm going to pretend like I don't know something. And it's obviously it's stormy on somebody, because you deal with the murderer or a killer or something, or you know, however you know the information, whoever I'm talking to, because it's out here. Somebody's sitting here going, I'm going to pretend like I don't know something, and you're being told by the Most High God to let it out, because that person could be in danger to somebody else as well. I mean, if that was a child, the child just came out in the air reading over the top of their energy, and the Strength card can also go back to children as well. That's really incredible. There's something sexual out here. The word the other direction goes to lick and moist, and anything that is moist and fresh and something like that. So this card in the negative talks about somebody who's got a mental issue. And if somebody did do something sexual to someone, if somebody knows that information as well, I'm also getting this energy if somebody knows something, and if they've been told, if you say anything about what this, because the King of Wands can represent a very sexual person as well, if he's in the negative of that energy, whoever he represents. He doesn't have to be a fire sign either. But he does represent that type of energy, and so is the Tower. But if somebody knows the information, somebody needs to talk to their kids. Somebody knows that somebody did something sexual out here, and then they were told, if you tell somebody that there'll be some type of a death matter around you or something like that, you're being suggested to blow it from the rooftop and to get this freak out of the way. Somebody did something. There's a molestation out here around y'all's energy. Okay. Around you singles. You could be a single parent, or your niece or nephew's caught up in something. The Most High is indirectly letting you know that you need to talk to your kids or your niece and nephew, or something like that's out here. That ain't going to be fair, but that's a very specific message that is coming out here. But there is definitely something like that out here, and that word is out here connected with, like I said, it came out specifically in the taurine connection reading, and we're looking at earth here, so whatever that is for you all, whether you be upright or not, I don't know. The rune that came out is the letter N, and it looks like an X in the pictograph. This is somebody that you're dealing with that is rebellious out here, attached to something going on. Okay, and it's also a card of an agitation. Well, somebody needs some strength around something out here. It's also somebody's got a strong tie somewhere. Somebody does have a strong tie out here in a really big way around this legal matter and this death issue. If you have locked your heart and you found somebody that's found that key, and you've got an X around you, and they did something so horrific to you in their rebellious energy, and you're now able to open up, or you're wanting to, or you're still sitting there, and those are your thoughts being revealed by the Most High. He's still telling you to get out of your head and make it known to the person. If you've connected with God and that's your person, that he's allowed you to have your heart open somewhere for something. They could be an indirect person to you that's dealing with the death issue. That way, the energies can flow in many different scenarios, but there's definitely something out here with somebody in rebellion and crazy somewhere, where somebody's having to have some strength to do something out here. And you are being suggested, if you have the information, to quit pretending like you don't, and don't be afraid, and let somebody know the information and break this tower down and be set free on something that's crazy out here with the matter. Okay, so the N, the X, the L, the J, and the C, and the H, and the A appear in your reading. Good luck to you all. Shalom.